I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. And I sure do love my job. Yeah. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. And I sure do love my job. Yeah. Yes, I really love my job. I'm a disciple that makes disciples, that makes disciples. Oh, I'm a disciple that makes disciples, that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples, that makes disciples. Yes, I'm a disciple that makes disciples, that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples, that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples, that makes disciples. Get firmly rooted. So let's get firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. So let's get firmly rooted. Oh, I'm a disciple that makes disciples, that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples, that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples, that makes disciples. Let's get firmly rooted. Firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. Yeshua, 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 Yeshua. I'm a disciple that makes disciples, that makes disciples. We're disciples that make disciples, that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples, that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples, that make disciples. Let's keep firmly rooted. Firmly rooted.
Hey, good morning, everyone. And no, this is not Aaron Jackson. So if you all of a sudden get off, I'll know who you are, and I'll track you down. First, I just want to ask for some prayer. Our grandson, Micah, is 1 year old today, and he kind of came to the house with a cold. I obviously have a cold. I feel great, but from my sinuses to my throat, I feel like it's got clogged up. And so I got a funeral today. I've got important stuff to do tomorrow and a sermon on Sunday, and I could sure use some prayers for health. Living Sent is what Aaron typically talks about. And, now we got a few people on. Hey, Bert Reggiani, good morning. Anne Marie, good morning. Steve Ponoworski, good morning. It was blank for me for a bit. What's that? And Kimberly's here too. Living Sent. We call it evangelism. We call it witnessing. We call it all these terms. Go, Jesus says. Go. And now we feel a task. And a lot of things that I've been talking about at Firmly Rooted is about being. And I'm wondering if we would stress being more than doing, we would understand this responsibility better. So what do I mean by that? Sharing Jesus with someone else. Sharing the good news. that they are loved, redeemed, saved by a God who loves them so much. Is supposed to be rooted not in a task that we perform, but out of the love that has been restored in our lives. So think about it this way. The greatest commandment, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. Love. What if love compels me? Not a to-do. What if I actually become more in love with Jesus? What if I actually become more in love with the world around me? What if I all of a sudden stop focusing on me and start seeing all of the things around me, all of the people around me? And what if immersing myself in God's love, and in turn having that love transform me into loving God better, more clearly, more honestly, and then seeing a broken, sinful world out there not as bad, but how about sick? They need a healer. Too many Christians look out at the sinful world out there and kind of like, well, they deserve what they're getting. Would we have said that the day before we became a Christian? See, we all of a sudden lose sight of grace. Everything that Jesus asks us to do is supposed to come out of a new nature that is completely transformed by the Holy Spirit, is motivated by love, it is motivated by God's love, and it just flows. It's like water that flows out of a fountain, out of a hose. It is the Samaritan woman who drops her bucket and just goes. There's nothing else she's thinking about. She's got to tell them who she just met, because he just saved her soul. It's not thought about. It just comes out of the new creature in her. She didn't take 6 classes on how to evangelize or 17 books on how to be a witness to Jesus. She just fell in love with Jesus and had to tell somebody else about him. What if it's that simple? I say at the end of every devotion that we should have a great day, make it a firmly rooted day, and that we should have someone see Jesus in us today. Do I have to make that happen? Like, do I have to will it to happen? Or if I walk out of my home or out of this office in love with Jesus, thankful for all that he's done for me, won't I see everything different? Won't I see myself different? Won't I see a broken world out there different? Won't I see someone who's hurt me different? Won't I see everything different? And won't they see a difference in me? Why are you not reacting the way someone normally would react? Why are you being gracious? Why are you caring about me? Why did you reach out to me? Why did you stop and say hi to me and ask me if I was okay? See, that's what Jesus did from town to town. He just loved. He was just his new name. He was just him. The embodiment of love, walking from town to town, village to village, just loving. And somehow that love made a difference. So I don't want you to think that living sent is a chore. It's a choice. It's a choice to live in this relationship of loving God with your whole heart, whole mind, whole soul, all your strength, and to go out and love your neighbor as yourself. Go love them like Jesus would love them. What other option do we have? And so that's why we've got the coffee shop here, Common Denominator. Here's a perfect place where you can come and just hang out. and say hi to people, visit with people, get to know people in the community. And you might just hit a need, and you might just have an opportunity to pray or love on someone. Period. Let the Holy Spirit do the rest of the work. Let the Holy Spirit do the rest of the work. Each one of us is going to go out today and live life. Each one of us is going to run across people. My cousin Dave Donnelly might be running across people on a beach. I don't know, Steve Ponoworski, although he's a teacher and he's in the summertime, he might be running across people because he's a union steward, things that he's got to do with it for the school district. All of us are going to go out and rub elbows with people. What if all Jesus is asking is that they would see in us someone who loves God with their whole heart, whole mind, whole soul, all their strength, and loves them as he loves or she loves herself? I'm going to ponder this one for a while. I've never attached evangelism and witnessing to the great commandment of love, but I think it's it. I think it's the secret. We've made it a task. We've made it a to-do instead of just being. Just go be. Just go be the Christian that God's made you, and you won't help but witness. All right. That's what I have for you. I would appreciate your prayers so that I can get this thing out of my throat. And got a funeral, as I said. I'm going to see Bill Raish tomorrow and Barb Raish. And then Sunday I've got to preach. All right. Blessings on your day. Make it a firmly rooted day, and may someone see Jesus in us today. Peace.